recording.
I'm recording.
We're on
Recording.
Hey, sweet. Awesome. Liz, do you have a question for us today?
That's family friendly? No.
When is it ever?
I mean, I don't really have a question. Oh, would you rather have sex with a vampire and or a werewolf? Keep in mind all of the kinks that go along with both of them. So vampire would be biting and choking, and werewolf would be like raw dogging it and like bruises around the hips, like really rough, you know?
I originally said vampire because I fear for my life for a werewolf.
Are you changing it then?
I wouldn't necessarily. No, I'm not.
Oh.
I'm not changing it. I know I started that with I originally said, therefore I'm going to change everything, but this is a hypothetical and I am an asexual individual. So,
This is true.
werewolf is not a good idea just based off the logical thought
Or, like,
process.
romantic.
They might not have control.
You can do
Romantic?
romance. Yeah, you can do romance. Like, do you want
I
the
don't know.
suave-
Jacob was a simp.
Okay, yeah, werewolves will definitely be something. They will be taking care of you left and right. A vampire will be cold towards you. Do you like the cold or do you like the warmth?
Yeah, that's fair.
I guess I'd go werewolf.
Okay.
I'd go vampire. I like biting. It's biting. Biting.
Very specific.
It was specifically that.
That's very specific, yeah.
I feel like that's like tame though. That's a tame king.
With the kink of the werewolf, I'd be just afraid of... Am I, like, sterile? Can I not have kids?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
So you fear for the wolf children. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen the movie.
Those poor kids. Those poor kids.
But yeah, so like romantically, Aaron, which one would you choose since you are asexual?
Probably werewolf, but it's like they're better as an individual, but not necessarily if they're changed. You know?
Yeah.
I would still choose vampire because let's be real. I'm the opposite of you. Very sexual and aromantic. A vampire is like perfect.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You know, you don't want that connection. Neither does a vampire. So
like,
I would
they're like, I'm gonna survive past you because I'm not alive. And
I would be more like upset that if I was with a vampire, we would only be able to go out at night. Like,
oh, that's true too.
Yeah.
You can only go to the midnight showings of movies.
Yeah, but then it's like if I want to go eat like at a pizza place and the pizza place closes at like 10 or like they close at 6, I can't like be like, oh man, now we gotta go
That's
eat at like
fair.
a Denny's.
But think about it. If you're like angry with them, all you have to do is storm out and they can't chase you and you're just like, haha, fuck you.
Yeah, but then you gotta go and face your actions at night when you're like, hey, it's me, your favorite boy. Get out of here.
That's fair. During the daytime, you can just like pop in the church and be like, "Hey, can I have some like holy water?" And just like have it.
I feel like
a wooden stake.
I feel like if I was with a vampire, I wouldn't be living like at home anymore because I know vampires got bank and they got a house, so I'm gonna be living there.
They don't got a house.
Yeah.
They got a fucking mansion.
Exactly.
Mansions.
They got a
tend
library.
to hoard wealth.
And then I feel like with a
Yes.
werewolf, I would just be like, here's a ball, go get it, and I would throw it as far as I can. Just to get out of an argument.
Just casually playing fetch with my boyfriend. It's
I'm
fine.
toxic. He'll be like, you didn't wash the dishes. Oh, look, here you go. Here's a ball.
Enjoy.
Oh no.
But they're
Dang,
gonna
I
like
was-
stink after it rains.
They'll smell like dog.
Well, is it
Yeah.
only when they're in a dog form that they'll smell like a dog? Or are they like...
Also, are they spayed or are they neutered? Because that's also
Oh,
important.
they have
Like,
to
if-
be neutered. I am not having no kids. And I don't want to get a hysterectomy, so they gotta be sterile.
That's fair.
Anyways, welcome to Purgatory. We always have to have fun transitions here.
My question was gonna be like more like safe side because I was like, oh, we already talked about werewolf simps and stuff. Because me and Liz were talking on the phone once, and we were talking about vegetables, and I said how I like to eat uncooked broccoli, and then I asked my family members if they like uncooked broccoli, and they don't. So my question was gonna be like, do you like broccoli cooked or not? But I like this question more.
It's the beach episode! Put on your best swim trunks or fucking whatever, and we're not gonna get eaten by sharks because it's the beach episode.
Damn. Shark mommy, please.
I thought you said
So
shark
mighty.
mummy, like as in a shark that was mummy wrapped. And I'm like,
No.
what is the appeal?
Okay. I guess we can start with me. So I'm pretty sure all of y'all know what I drew at this point, because
I
I'm
see,
kind of
like-
really bad.
I see
You
like
see ass, yeah.
yeah, I see a booty.
It's quite a booty.
Oh man. So I kind of drew the characters that I've been working on for my comic book. So we have Vapor, who is a water fairy that I'm sketching, and she's one of my favorite characters to draw. Like, her shapes are just immaculate. But I am very happy that she is a side character that comes in very later, and you will understand why later. And then of course the one and only Jan, who is my lion man, who I kind of popped off on him because his shapes are just very lovely. And then there's Mateo, the vampire, because a slight kink for vampires. It's fun.
See where the question came from now.
It all ties together. Like a happy family, Also,
Right.
the one thing I regret in this piece is not making Jan's ass a little more juicier, because he does work out, which means he definitely works out his glutes, because he is a knight, and they have nice butts. At least I would assume
You're saying
that knights.
he's not a Dorito? Because there are men who skip leg day.
Yeah, I don't think that he would skip leg day. He's like based off of a frat boy personality type. And then Mateo is based off of that brat kind of energy smartass type who's in love with chimeras. So then the background, we have Nina, who is Vapor, with the water fairy's girlfriend, and Corbin, who's a train wreck of a human being.
My favorite type.
Yes.
The casual bisexual disaster type,
But can they sit normally?
He has.
Always the fun
I don't
question.
think he is sitting normally. Actually, I think he has like one leg propped up, and his body is like twisted, talking, rambling over something that happened later in the
Good.
something. And Nina's just trying her best to ignore every single dumb shit that he says. So Vapor's color palette is kind of funny because her hair color and her body color are actually the exact same color. The way to detach them is by the fact that her hair keeps the water texture, which you'll see. I think I actually got rid of the recording for how I did the water texture. I'm sorry. I apologize in advance.
How dare you?
In my defense, it was like 16 hours of drawing. So
That's a lot. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
I spent the full 3 weeks on it. Yeah, it took multiple days, multiple hours. I mean, it was fun. I kind of forgot to record the last bit, like, of the rendering of the background.
It's a common theme to say that you get so mesmerized by these videos. And
Yeah.
But it's like why I'm like kind of like all founded and not saying much, because I'm like, pretty colors.
I do just say, like, I think one reason I really like drawing, like, Jan over Mateo is because of his colors. And it might be also because of his shapes. But, and the fact that he's a lion, and I'm a fucking Leo. It might be also that. But I also want to heavily emphasize, like, the color, because, like, Mateo's is a very, like, muted, pale color palette versus Jan, who's very, like, bold. Which kind of, like, goes with the personalities of them and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then there's Nina and Corbin, a very simplistic style, trying her best to ignore his dumbass.
I like how
Yeah.
everybody has like scars.
Oh, yeah, I mean, like, they're knights.
Yeah.
They get into fights a lot, and they have to, like, do knightly shit. It
Yes.
would make sense that they have scars. I also tried a completely different, like, shading and color ring style.
Always gotta try something new with each episode, right?
Yeah, I was just like, you know what, instead of, like, adding, let's subtract it. So that's what I did. I started with, like, for this one, it's the highlight, and then I subtracted the highlight of, like, where it would not hit, and see if I liked that kind of style more. I know I did not do that with Mateo, because it was just super difficult with Mateo. I still am not, like, satisfied with how Mateo came out.
I just love everyone's hairstyle and
Everyone's blushing.
I mean, when
We're
you
all
have
embarrassed.
when you have the two boyfriends doing boyfriend shit, it's like...
How cute can they be? How much cuter? They're just being cute.
I try to put, like, hints of, like, the comic within it itself. So, like, Mateo has, like, the orbs on, like, his ankle, and Jan has the embroidery on his sim trunks of, like, the Cassiator crest kind of thing. Yeah. The background. Completely forgot to record that. I apologize. But there's palm trees.
Wow, that's some good texture in the background.
yeah. I just love the hair and the shading and all of this.
A lot of detail over here. Like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, Vapor is one of the characters where I'm just like, I just went full on with, because she's so cute and she's so fun to draw.
I didn't do characters, I did backgrounds.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I decided I wanted to do some kind of lo-fi thing just to mess around with different brushes, and then trying to see if I could make these brushes work together, because that's,
Experimenting.
it's not very often. Experimental. Yeah, that word.
Experimentation.
Experiment. Yeah, so I basically decided to do that whole paint setup. I looked up various different beach lo-fi YouTube videos just to see what they were doing and what, animations, backgrounds they were using. So went ham on that. You see me doing some different color layering in order to do it, just blocking. Yeah, so I was like, if I'm gonna work out some kind of clouds, what color would they be? Because it's a sunset and planning around that. Then you're gonna see a freak out here.
What?
Because my Photoshop crashed.
Oh no!
I don't know what happened. As you see,
Photoshop
and then I
was
went
just
back,
like-
was like, okay, those clouds weren't working anyway, so we're gonna start all over.
She was just like, not today. Mm-mm.
Basically, I pressed the wrong tool, and then it was that tool where if you press one thing, and then it has to press something else, and something else, and something else, and it caused it all to crash.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I am grateful for Adobe's backup system, because it helped me. I am not grateful for that tool.
That is 100%. That is one thing I really like about Adobe, is the backup system that, like, the
That it has.
programs have. Yeah. Because there
Yeah.
has been times where, like, my internet went out, or in San Antonio, I had that whole blackout period after, like, during a storm. And I was just like,
Yeah.
oh no, I started freaking out, but they have the backup system. And it was like, oh. Like, it doesn't recover, like, every single thing that you did, but it recovered majority of it, where I was like, oh, thank God. Like, I have noticed, like, with some other programs, it's not like that.
What I hate about like Adobe's like cloud system is like whenever I save, it's like, you want to save on your desktop or the cloud, and I accidentally save on the cloud. And I'm just like, no, why is there a cloud?
Here's me putting in some more detail on some sand dunes, because I
Ooh.
believe in Frank Herbert's Dune. That's my Dune.
I'm, like, really liking the background. It's just so,
Yeah.
like, refreshing. I think it's the word.
I was trying to make it a bit more like a peaceful sunset, and then
It definitely is bringing me peace.
Bob Ross style.
I wonder if you could do Bob Ross with Photoshop.
I've seen people do it before. You just gotta figure out what brushes work the best for what he's saying to use. Starting to put in some clouds. I decided purple clouds were the best bet.
That's fair.
just
It's the
because
opposite of
Yeah.
orange.
They complement it.
I was thinking color theory, and then started figuring out, oh, I can do opacity with the eraser tool. Let's use that to our advantage.
I like how one of the clouds looked like an alligator.
Going yum.
I was gonna say platypus.
Oh, yeah.
I could see that too. I can put a little fedora on it. It's Perry the Platypus.
You know what? Now it's like officially real clouds, because you're making shapes out of, like, you're making things out of them.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're imagining different stuff.
Ooh.
Alright, putting some
Ooh.
some sunshine, some reflection.
Is it bad that I just want to, like, lick it? Lick it.
No, don't lick the sun.
Like, just casually lick your drawing. It just looks yummy. You
Make
have
this
an
this-
into ice
umbrella.
flavor.
Yeah, that doesn't exist anymore.
Oh.
It is now a different umbrella.
Wait, do you keep an umbrella though? Look at us. We're umbrella hoers.
And of course, as per tradition,
Yes, I was waiting for it.
yes.
You like pina
And I put a bit more detail than I have
coladas
been.
and dancing in
Getting
the
caught
rain.
in the rain.
I was-
If you like making love it. I'm gonna stop there.
I'm sorry to that pineapple if it's gonna be made into a pina colada, but
Yes.
it's gonna happen. He needs a coconut friend. Pineapple and
Yeah,
coconut.
I forgot the enye. I added the enye. Don't at me. All right, that should be. It is. That is my drawing.
And this
I
looks
titled it
so
La Pina.
Yeah.
refreshing. I still want to lick it.
I'm just playing that Pass
I-
the Duchy song in my head as I look at this.
All right, in our fastest purgatory ever, because we're speedrunning this today, I guess. We have Steph.
Oh, man.
We are gonna be in super fast mode in this because I originally rendered it at 10 minutes, and then I was like, oh wait, these are supposed to be like 5 to 7 minutes.
Yeah, we're cutting down. We're cutting down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have time for like the beginning and the end and whatnot. And oh my god, you made the characters!
I made characters this time.
And it's an actual beach episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm here for
It's a
it.
comeback
I like how we have
to
like all of them.
my pride character, Ina.
Yes.
Oh, I'm enjoying this.
I am so enjoying this. I like how we all have like very different things. Like I did boyfriends, you did a background, and Steph is over here like, fuck that shit, girlfriend time.
Yahoo! So it's the oh, what did that say?
Oh, it said I hate hands.
Oh no, that's a mood.
Same.
Oh.
Hand jobs are overrated. Agreed.
So is this the Romeo and Juliet together at last?
So this is Ina putting together like the puzzle pieces of like who this superhero who's been flirting with her is, which ends up being like her best friend Sylvia. But she's like,
Nice.
she's kind of
Wait,
doing
is
like
this
the
friends
math.
to lovers?
This is friends to enemies to lovers to friends again.
Oh, so it's like friends to lovers, but spicy.
It's messy, is what it is.
I'm here for it.
I mean, that's life though. Life is messy. Like,
Yeah, I still have to
Yeah.
figure out how I want them to interact in the story that I'm writing, but I do want them together.
We can always workshop it at a different time.
But I had fun with this one. I like drawing these two together because their aesthetic and their mannerisms are completely different. So in this drawing, it's Sylvia's trying to teach Ina how to rock out and let loose because Ina's usually prim and proper.
Question:
So.
Do you put polka dots on the yellow swimsuit?
I do not. You're gonna see me struggling with how I want their swimsuits to look in this episode.
That's fair. She wore a yellow polka dot bikini that
Yeah.
she wore for the first time today. I was struggling so hard not to put like the polka dots on Vapor's thing because she would not wear polka dots. Like she would not.
I don't think either of these two would wear polka dots. Sylvia dresses more like a punk than anything because that's the type of music she likes is punk, rock, and like rap. Ina mostly listens to classical, like anything instrumental. She's like one of those people who listens to like the instrumental soundtrack parts of movies. She
So like me.
Yeah. she does not care for like anything lyrical. So it's just Sylvia trying
So
her
not me.
so trying her best to like introduce her to this world of different music.
Speaking of soundtracks, like Lord of the Rings soundtrack, like not the tavern songs, not those, because we love those anyways, but like just the soundtrack in general is like so lovely to listen to. Heavily recommended.
I am seeing you absolutely struggle with this right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
I'm just
Love
understanding
titty
through your
stars.
process.
I was about to say
Yeah.
like, oh man, the titty stars, yes, and I'm
Yeah.
so happy you kept the titty stars.
Look at you getting the smudge tool working without crashing your computer.
Oh, I had to cut a lot of the stuff out because it did crash a bit.
Ah.
I'm surprised it didn't crash when I used the smudge tool though. In the sky, it did not crash.
Yeah, interesting.
I
Yeah.
feel like the smudge tool gets better on depending on how many A colors and B what layer you're doing on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
love this.
I do like the throw in with the mixtape. That was awesome.
Yeah, I
I love how
trying to make a
she's the
callback.
expressions. The expressions. She's
Yeah.
like, fuck yeah. And the other one's just like, am I doing this right? This feels
It's
weird.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awkward.
it's
She's
like
just
I
like-
am awkward.
It's just like, what are we supposed to do? Am I doing this right? I don't know. I like how Sylvia tries to get her out of her shell.
And I love this so much.
It's
So
chef's
cute.
kiss.
Mwah.
Mm.
Mwah,
Thank
mwah, mwah,
you.
mwah. Honestly, I might just like combine all my clear liquors together with some orange juice. After I put some food in my system, I promise.
What clear liquors do you have?
Well, I drank all my peach vodka, and then I drank all of my tequila. So I only have regular vodka, white rum, and obviously gin.
Anyways, this has been Purgatory.
Stay
We might as well
hydrated.
outro. Please stay hydrated. Don't mix all of your clear liquors together, dear God. We didn't talk about death this time.
Oh, yeah.
Technically we did.
Death. Well, yeah,
Okay,
vampires.
Death
and
by
werewolves.
werewolf or death by vampire?
In a
Death by
kinky way,
vampire.
or in like I'm getting slaughtered?
No, like straight up death by vampire, because you're just gonna like fade out instead of, be brutally murdered.
Yeah. I just hold out my arm and I'd be like, here, you can take all of my blood right now. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Enjoy.
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 Oh.
Just know I have
Yeah.
diabetes. It's gonna be a little sweet.
Wait.
Huh?
So you know how like vampires, we know they have blood preferences, right?
Yeah.
Will they get different highs out of different blood types and or different blood conditions like diabetes? Would they get like
I
a
don't
different
know.
high? Would it hit different? Like
Can
how
they smell
it's
the
different?
diabetes in you?
Dogs can. Are they? But they're not dogs. The werewolf would definitely. Werewolf's the new service dog.
Dang. I was
Dang,
thinking.
and they would actually be able to just tell you.
Yeah. He
Like, hey, you need your shot.
just randomly sitting and some random scruggly guy comes up to you and goes, "Hey, you have diabetes. You need to take your insulin shot right now." And he's like, "How'd you know?"
He's like, oh.
I feel like he's part of a werewolf pack. I caught him.
You are about to have a panic attack. Oh God.
Thanks for telling me.
Even your
thanks for
service
telling
dog
me.
is a little weirded out.
Yeah.
That's my job,
Like
man.
fucking side-eyed. He's like, come on, dude.
I'm now just picturing like a fully ass grown man on his hands and knees, being like the blind, like seeing eye dog.
Oh no!
I think of that video of the woman being led into a toy like a dog toy store, but it's a grown man doing it.
Oh my god!
There's like that TikTok that's just like, this is my new dog, and it's like that's a full ass grown man, and the other
That's a
guy's just
grown
like,
man.
Yeah, he's fully trained and everything.
Yeah, his name's Dave.
His name is
I
Dave.
am Dave.
And the guy, the dog guy is over here like, I get paid. I have free, like, shit, like, no rent. I'm good. I'm fine.
I get free food and water, and I don't pay rent.
Shelter.
Like, I'm fine with being a dog.
Anyways, this was Purgatory. We're still talking because we do this.
This is Kinkatory. I don't know what you're talking
Fucking
about.
But let's be honest. Jesus Christ. There's a reason why there's a folder called Aaron's Disappointment.
Don't look in there.
Wait, are we still recording?
Yes, we are. We haven't finished. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Hubba.
Bye.